Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. In our last episode, we defeated a skeleton mage scary dude. What was he called again? What was his name? It was, let's see, the Skeleton Lord. So we killed the Skeleton Lord, and then we came back to Majula and we're talking to people, and we have a few more people to talk to. But in talking to people, we got a couple items. So the first item we got was a ring. The Ring of Steel Protection. Where is this ring? There it is. Increases physical defense. Wearer gains the protection of steel, increased physical defense. Said to be the ring of the once legendary Night King, though his tales are long forgotten, and even the greatly wizened have no recollection of his exploits. And then we also got the covetous Silver Serpent Ring +1. A silver ring depicting the snake, both the servant and manifestation of the god of greed, Xandro. Greed traditionally views as a vice, but only a fool allows that to ruin the good opportunity. So, we have 2 silver serpent rings, so we could wear those when we're farming souls to get even more souls faster. That's handy. Well, let's go. We got a couple more people to talk to. We got our buddy over here, the armor.
I'm glad to see you safe. Take a look at my wares.
I bought some armor from him, so actually, ooh, he has this great shield that we can't use. That's always sad. He actually sells a whole bunch of armor now. So he sells the Elite Knight Armor, which I don't think we've looked at. Helmet made of brad and steel provides sturdy defense, making it an old-time favorite of Elite Knights. Brad and steel is used widely in Drang Lake. This fine alloy is made from ores mined in the Southern Kingdom. I might buy this armor. It's my favorite armor from the first game. It's the Oscar of Astora, I think, is the guy who uses it. He has the Royal Soldier Helm, Royal Drang Lake Soldier Helm, equipment crafted by the Royal Blacksmith, finely polished and ready for battle. He also carries the Infantry Glove. We've looked at that already. He has the Falconer Helm, helm worn by the Volgan Falconers. Domestic Volgan soldiers are infamously timid, so it is no wonder that these fierce band of mercenary falconers was hired to compensate. In practice, they serve as bodyguards for the affluent elite, and they serve well, such that nobody dares scrutinize their background. And finally, he has the Mask of the Lost Sinner. It increases your equipment load. Oh, wow. Too bad we'd have to give up our hat of items to wear that. Mask of a Lost Sinner increased equipment load. The spikes pointing inward suggest this was not only used to bind prisoners, but to torture them as well. And then we have the Straight Jacket of the Lost Sinner, a tightly cinched belt pressed against the waist. By now, no one knows why this was used to punish or for what reason. Penal Handcuffs. Oh, those weigh 4.8 pounds. Hand Restraints of the Lost Sinner increases the power of your pyromancy. A device used to restrict use of the hands. By now, no one knows who this was used to punish or for what reason. And finally, the Penal Skirt. A tattered skirt that the guilty wear in shame. By now, no one knows what was used, blah, blah, blah. So you could equip the Lost Sinner armor if you wanted. If you were a straight pyromancer, that'd be handy.
I considered returning to my homeland, but I've decided to stay a while longer. I've started to turn a handsome profit now, and I can't bear to give it up. I considered returning to my homeland.
Okay.
I've started to turn a handsome profit now, and I can't bear to give it up.
I know that this armor does not give us as good a protection, but I just like the way it looks, and I think it's way less weight. I think so, like 11 pounds for the armor versus. What are we wearing? Ours is 14 pounds. I might switch to that armor, but it's not nearly as good. Way less stats. Okay, maybe we'll stick with Drang Lake armor. I don't know, we'll think about it. There's the pit. We've been down there. And then in here should be something cool. Remember the map? Well, now there are 2 flames. So Majula is actually not what that flame was. This flame is where a boss was killed. And then here's another flame where we killed a boss. We killed the Lost Sinner. So, or if this might be Majula, or it's the Lost Giant. I don't know which of the two it is. But over here, we have the flame where we kill the Lost Sinner. So each large soul we kill, I think, unlocks a flame. What do you have to say, buddy?
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it. I would not venture far into that hole. It was blocked by a wall, something built long ago. But it was crumbling, and I finished the job.
So he has no new dialogue except for, hey, look, more fire. Let's go talk to the cat lady. The lady cat? Cat lady? I'm not sure what you would say there. Oh. There she is.
Oh. Who are you again? No, I'm not serious. You do have a rather pleasant scent.
So that's the same dialogue. Nothing new there.
I'm quite fond.
She doesn't sell anything new. That's all the same. And then she can show us our rank in a covenant. Okay, cool.
Are you going to see the old ones? Those four who have grown so in
Yeah, this is...
to sprout for heaven. Imagine that. Yes. Nothing suited you, I presume.
That's all the same dialogue. So last but not least, let's go talk to our priest lady. Down here.
Just speak up if you're in need of miracles. That's why I'm here, after all. You deserve to have these, for your faith has truly deepened.
Oh, whoa, whoa! What is this?
Go on and seek greater miracles. With your faith, you deserve no less.
What did we just get? Okay.
To cast miracles, you must have strong faith in the gods. Miracles began as tales told by gods. We preserve their will with law, pray to their greatness, and are blessed in return. You must nourish your faith. Miracles have been passed down through us since the first flame. Isn't it extraordinary to think they've existed since the very origins of the world? And now, you can have this power for yourself. Don't miss out on the road to enlightenment. What is the first flame? Well, it's... You're not ready to comprehend it, I'm afraid. You require more faith and more miracles. Many more miracles.
Quite the sales lady.
To cast miracles, you must have strong faith in the gods. Miracles began as tales told by gods. We preserve their will with law. You must...
any new items? Same items. Okay. But
no need for miracles.
you just shut up, lady.
The gods frown upon such.
I've given you so much money. So many souls. So what did we just get? We got some armor. The Saint's Hood. A hood worn by miracle casting clerics grants slight increase to spell uses belong to Lycia of Lindelt. Lindelt is founded upon stringent commandments. Its inhabitants often travel to distant lands for ascetic training, but more than a few of these trainees liberate themselves from Lindelt's teachings in the process. Effects increase the number of casts for each spell. Ooh. Does the armor do anything? A dress worn by miracle casting clerics. While it is true Lucia dedicated herself to miracles, it's rare for anyone to pass through life without trouble. Even clerics aren't always who they seem. It's same information. So... Not very impressive on the armor side of that stuff. Actually, wow. That gives you a of all defense types, this is mostly physical. Let's see what that defense is like. But we also got another chime. We got this Idol's Chime. A sacred chime of Lycia of Lindelt, a catalyst for miracles and hexes. In any town there will be a few folk with unusual urges. They either endeavor to resist these urges or act upon them out of the view of others. The world is not so welcoming. They may bear their souls true. So, what do we got here? First of all, lots of magic defense on this stuff. Well, specific types of magic defense, but other than that, yeah, nothing compared to the Drang-like armor. Yeah, I like the heavy physical armor because we have such low health pool still, comparatively. But what's up with this chime that we got? So we have R plus 4 is 133. And this starts at 133 to 1 and gives you to go to 150. Wow. So this is just better. But it casts slower, I think. It has a slower casting speed, so our spells don't come out as fast. But they do way more damage, and it looks cooler, because it's one bell. Yeah, so the cast time is longer, but the damage is higher. You know, let's go with this guy. I like this guy. In fact, I like him so much, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to talk to our buddy. Hey, you. I want to reinforce a weapon. How much to reinforce this? Oh, it uses Twinkling Titanite. Never mind. We will not reinforce that. I'm saving my Twinkling Titanite for something else in the game, so we won't be using that, unfortunately. We did, however, get a chunk, so we should be able to reinforce our mace again. Oh, hey, it was a different blacksmith's hammer that we got. Let me take a look at that. An ordinary hammer used by a blacksmith can be used as a hammer, but not to any great effect, as it is made to shape weapons, not serve as one. So not bad. That's a lot of base, does okay base damage. But let's get to our mace. Uses a Titanite chunk to go to level 7, 1500 souls. Yes. Alright, our mace does even more damage now. That's great. We're kind of built around that guy. We could upgrade armor with, Twinkling Titanite, Titanite shards, we have a ton of. I mean, we could put our priest robes on if we could get them back to a reasonable rate. Folks, I'm going to do some thinking off camera here about our equipment, I think is what I'm going to do. And then once I've done that, when we return, in this same episode, we will be back in the Huntsman's Copse, and we will take that upper path. I'll be right where that path splits, so we can check that out. So folks, I will cut away, and we will see you there in just a moment. Alright, we are back here in the Huntsman's Copse, right next to where this bonfire is that we can't access because we don't have a key. Where the burning pile was, in there's where that necromancer lived. So we are going to go this way, and when we have a chance, we are going to go up instead of down. That's going to be our goal. Forgot about that archer with his poison arrows. Nonsense poison arrows. Ooh. Some rogue gauntlets? I don't think we've looked at the rogue equipment we picked up. We might want to do that. I hear wolves in the background. The rogue equipment. Let's see here. Gauntlets worn by hollowed thieves. Despite their crude appearance, these gauntlets are surprisingly sturdy. Well, not nearly as sturdy as our Drang Lake armor. So last time we went down... Oh, we must have missed something. We must have missed a path inside where the Necromancer is, because there's an item we missed. I'll go see if that's anything off-screen, because, well, we could just cut through there now. Oh, of course, never mind, we're being invaded. We're being invaded by this lady, who is a mage-looking lady, with a thingamajig. Oh, but she don't like the lightning. Some kind of bleed effect. There we go. That wasn't too bad. That's probably the easiest invader we've had to deal with at all. We got a human effigy out of it. What's this? An undead lock. Well, this must be a key for that bonfire. Oh, there's another. Ah, look up. That's the thing no one ever does in games, and they know it. They know it. Alright, so that is our path that we need to go on over there, is through the next area where we already killed the Skeleton Lord. But let's go unlock that bonfire, and let's go get that item where that Necromancer is standing. In fact, it might behoove us, it might make our life easier if we fight this guy here. I have an idea. We're gonna... Who is shooting us from that far away? That is pure nonsense. That you think that's acceptable. Ow. You're a jerk. And there's two jerks in here, remember? Oh, that was... Took a hit for no reason. There we go. Let's just clean this up a bit. Whoa! Whoa, 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 Grug. Grug. There we go. Man, hitting guys on the ground is the hardest. More of this prisoner's equipment, in case we ever want to look terrible. Let's go ahead and heal up here with our new chime. So awesome. And we're going to want to take care of this lady out here. Lady? Man, I'm not sure. Are they gone forever? Or can I just not see? Huh, maybe they're gone forever once you kill them. Oh, hey, buddy. Come here. Come here. That Necromancer appears to be gone. If that's the case... Let's find out. Of course, knowing our luck, he won't actually be gone. Doesn't look like a pirate. So last time... Oh, a longbow. Thanks. So last time we went to the left... Yeah, I guess they're a one-time kill. Okay. Combustion and Titanite shard. So... The Titanite shard is one thing, but combustion, have we seen that? Yes, that is a pyromancy spell. that we've seen before. It basically does just damage in front of you. It doesn't have any range to it. Let's go back this way, because we opened up this shortcut last time. Run past the curse urns, which shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, the necromancers are dead once you kill them. Huh. That's handy. Come on, brah. Oh, there's one right here. Some wooden arrows. That's another human effigy. Oh, yeah. Remember, they drop human effigies. We made a big deal of it. Oh, wait! Yeah, this is the right way. That leads out. And in here is this... There's a guy running for it. Where's that guy going? I hate this dude. I hate this little runny dude. He's so aggravating. Okay, can we unlock this? Let's make sure we're not going to have terrible things happen once we do. Make sure we're prepped. It's not a lie. Yep, there we go. So this bonfire would have been useful a while ago. Light that up, and this is a guy, not a body.
Who are you? I thought you were that bastard for a moment.
Well, just language.
Be free. Now I can find him. The cheeky prick. He won't know what hit him. I am Crater, the Mirror. I travel from land to land to hone my blade. I've heard this land was full of danger. I thought it would suit me perfectly. I joined forces with a man on the way. He was no more than a backstabbing knave. He took the first chance he had to try and off me. I decided to set a trap for him here. But then I got trapped myself.
Oh, good job.
I can't believe that I was so dense. Thank the stars that you came along. You be careful of him. Pate, I think he said. He wears this rather unusual ring. You know it when you see it. I've seen this type before. He kills entirely for the pleasure of it. I'm sure I won't be his last victim. The man's better off dead. Tell ya. He's a slick talker, so don't let him fool ya. Pate, the man with a strange ring. Watch out for the slimy rat. And don't you believe a word he says. I'll find a common for bad and put an end to his roguery.
We learned the fist pump gesture.
Pate, the man with a strange ring.
All right.
Watch out for the slimy rat.
So it looks like
Believe a word. I'll find a common.
looks like based on these skeletons, you're not the first person he's caught here. If you remember, Pate is that guy who said he was traveling with a knight. We met him back in Forest of the Fallen Giants. He was outside that gate that slammed down behind us, and we died because 1,000 enemies rushed out and killed us. If you don't remember that, it was not cool. But we've unlocked this bonfire, which is always good. I like me a bonfire. So, next up is going to be, it looks like, oh, this scrolls. That's great. Based on it being the next thing in the list, it looks like we are going to the Harvest Valley, the Poison Pool. And this was where we found the lady with the stones. Hopefully you remember last episode we got through to here. And it brought us to this place where there is poison galore. And folks, this is where we will be adventuring on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. So I want to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends, and as always, we hope to see you soon.